Welcome to today's deep dive. Um, have you ever walked into like a stunning modern restaurant or maybe a sleek new office space, looked up and just wondered how all those high-end ceiling speakers perfectly align?
Yeah, I mean, we all love that super clean, flush aesthetic, right? But getting there, it actually requires a surprising amount of hidden infrastructure.
Exactly. So today we are looking at product specs from the HDTVSupply catalog. Specifically, we're diving into a highly niche piece of hardware. It's called the QSC AC-MR8 flanged mud ring.
Right, the mud ring.
Yeah, and our mission for this deep dive is really to figure out why this unseen piece of metal is, well, kind of the unsung hero of commercial construction and audio design.
Well, before you can even enjoy that crisp audio from a high-end, say, a QSC AC-C8T loudspeaker, you have to physically prepare the space.
Right, because commercial spaces are usually dealing with sheetrock and plaster ceilings, and, the construction phase is just inherently chaotic.
It really is, and that is exactly where the mud ring enters the chat.
So I'm looking at this mud ring, and I'm trying to picture what it actually does. Is it like a structural save-the-date card or something?
Just save the date card.
Yeah, like a permanent load-bearing stencil that's just built into the skeleton of the room, like to stop the drywallers from just covering up the speaker hole.
I mean, that structural stencil analogy actually hits it right on the head. The ring provides exact rough-in mounting and cutout guidance, and this is way before the drywall finishing even happens.
Let's break down the mechanics here, though.
Mm.
Like, why is it called a mud ring? And how does it actually guide anything during construction?
Right, so it basically acts as a physical lip.
Okay.
The construction crew installs these pre-installation brackets directly to the ceiling joists first. Then the drywallers come in and hang the sheetrock right over that frame.
Wait, right over it?
Yeah, they literally use the metal edge of this ring to guide their saws. So they cut the perfect hole for the speaker using the ring itself as a guide. And afterward, they smear their wet drywall compound, which they call the mud flush, against that exact same lip.
Okay, so the drywallers are just dragging saws and slapping wet plaster all over this thing, which I guess explains the material. But wait, this six-pack of brackets retails for $275.
Yeah, it's definitely an investment.
They are made entirely from heavy-duty galvanized steel. I mean, sure, you get free USA shipping and a 6-year warranty if you register the product, but $275.
It sounds steep for something you don't see, right?
Right, they get completely buried in the dark ceiling forever. Why are we using heavy-duty galvanized steel for something nobody will ever actually look at?
Yeah.
Wouldn't just a cheap plastic ring do the exact same job?
You'd think so, but drywalling is a really heavy, wet, and highly physical process.
Oh, true.
You are lifting hundreds of pounds of wet mud and heavy gypsum board up onto a ceiling frame.
Oh, I see.
If you used a flimsy piece of plastic, it would just warp, bend, or even snap completely under the pressure of the saws and the sheer weight of all that material.
Oh, wow. And I'm guessing if it warps just a fraction of an inch, the drywall hole ends up crooked.
Exactly. And then your premium speaker won't sit flush.
Which defeats the whole purpose of the high-end aesthetic.
Right. In a massive commercial project, if a crew misaligns, say, 50 speakers by even half an inch because they use cheap brackets, you aren't just patching a little drywall.
You'd have to tear it all down.
Basically, you are halting the entire project, bringing the finishing crew back in, and bleeding thousands of dollars in labor delays.
So the galvanized steel ensures the ring basically holds its absolute shape against the saws and the wet plaster.
Yes, exactly. Combined with that 6-year factory warranty, the ROI is really in the thousands of dollars of repair work that it prevents from ever happening in the first place.
So the entire integrity of the ceiling finish really relies on this one bracket holding its shape. The QSC AC-MR8 is essentially the permanent framework that guarantees those sleek, high-tech speakers look exactly as good as they sound.
That's it, exactly. So the next time you walk into a beautifully designed venue and you hear that flawless audio from above, just take a second to remember the hidden steel framework doing all the heavy lifting just out of sight.
Which honestly leaves you with a pretty wild thought. If we literally have to physically map out and build our load-bearing ceilings around the specific technology we plan to install later, how much of modern architecture is actually just a subtle housing designed to support our gadgets?